Let's go to a caller from Steelton, and it's Mike. Go ahead, Mike.
Hi there. How you doing today?
Fine, sir.
Gentlemen, both of you. Mr. Levin, what do you think of the Constitution of the United States as it's written today?
Well, I consider that the Constitution is one of the greatest achievements in the history of mankind. As we know, it was created right here in this state, and part of the beauty of the Constitution is that it has been able to exist now for 200 plus years, whereas other major world democracies, whether you look to France or Great Britain, they either have no written constitution or have had 4 or 5 within the period of time that we have one. And the reason for that is that our framers very wisely created a living document. We would not want to be saddled with the Constitution as it originally existed, in part because it recognized slavery, in part because women did not participate. But it was a Constitution that could live and grow, and it has enabled us to be the most successful country and society in history. So I'm a great admirer of the achievement of those who wrote the Constitution. I think it is a living, evolving document, and one which all of us should study and keep before us.
Gary, you're on PCN.
Yes, Mr. Levin. I think what all of the callers are trying to say is we're really concerned about the nationalization of all the laws. You know, when our founding fathers rebelled against a strong central government, and you talked about a written constitution, it just seems like every time you turn around, the Democrat Party wants to solve all the problems from Washington, D.C.
Well, that's not my view at all. I don't think that all members of the Democratic Party want to solve everything from Washington.
I do.
My idea is based on the philosophy of 2 people from American history. Thomas Jefferson said, "That government is best which governs least."
The least.
And I think that's right. Abraham Lincoln, he's in the other party, but I certainly honor and revere him, said, "Government should do for the people what they cannot do for themselves." Now, that's only a philosophy, and you have to apply it. I'm not in favor of having a big bureaucracy in Washington tell local people in Cambridge County and Armstrong County and Beaver County and Philadelphia County how to run their schools. Those are local issues. I might point out that we had something called the Confederacy that existed for a period of time before the Constitution, where each of the states were very, very jealous of their particular sovereignty, and it was a complete failure.
Well,
the
that
Constitution...
was in your opinion.
No, it was in the opinion of all the founding fathers who gathered in Philadelphia and voted to change the government. Now, you and I are probably not that far apart. If we stop talking in slogans and really talk facts, we may end up finding that we agree on a number of things.
National health care.
Well, national health care is not necessarily synonymous with universal health care. There are certain things that need to be uniform in the country. Wouldn't you like to have uniform pollution rules, or do you want Pennsylvania to clean up its smokestacks and have some of the pollution from Ohio blow over with the prevailing winds and have the same acid rain that we're trying to get rid of? The idea of national laws is not automatically bad.
I see the Democrats as just turning their back on the original founding concept, and we're drifting more towards socialism. We keep talking about the other industrialized countries in the world. They are socialist countries. I've been in those countries.
They are certainly not.
Well, but you are.
France is not a socialist country.
Yes,
it's got a right-wing President Chirac who's on the right. You can't say they're all socialist countries.
Well, I can argue that maybe sure they are.
Look, don't try to tag me with the name socialist. It has nothing to do with my philosophy. I've worked 30 years in the business world. I've done well in it, and I want to serve this country. I'm not trying to socialize this country. I'm trying to improve the lot of our citizens. And if we can do that with just the untrammeled free market, great. But sometimes you have to help the untrammeled free market. The untrammeled free market in the late 20s led to a depression. If we had not had some government intervention, I don't know where we would be. Times have changed since the Constitution was written. When the Constitution was written, this country had 2 million people. There are more than 2 million people in Pennsylvania. In fact, there are 12 million people. Things are different. We have an internet. We have jet planes. We need to have what we do have. We're very fortunate. We have a living Constitution. I support the living Constitution. I support the First Amendment, and you're right to call up and call me a socialist if that's what you want to do. Keep up your interest and keep watching my campaign and come out and vote for me on the 4th.